So, what can we learn from the All Blacks? There's no crime going on here. It's a New York City Marathon. I'm just, I'm not a big rugby guy, but when it's something like this, I get involved, I get into it. I want to go back about 15 years ago. Bury Football Club. They'd not won in 15 games. They'd not scored in either 7 or 8. So I decide I can help. For some reason, I can see now, for some reason, I'm not quite mastered the Pandora yet. Oh, there we go. Seeing stuff now. So, I had a bit of an affinity with Bury. I went to school near there. I used to play on their ground. And, I kind of, in my wisdom, thought, I can help. Now, bear in mind, I dropped out of that school in Bury when I was, 14 or 15. I don't have a GED or any of that fancy crap. And I went there thinking in my mind, I can help, I know what to do. So, at the time, I had a black Bentley Turbo R, which was like a cool car back then. I was into cars back then. There are too many bike lanes. I'm walking on one. So, in my mind, I had to get in and get in front of the right person. So I drive to the gates, and I just say I'm here to see Neil. Now, Neil Warnock was the manager then. I'm a New Zealander. We'll get to the All Black story, dude. So I basically bullshitted my way into the compound, into the training thing, and then I park where it says chairman. So I park this Bentley there. I walk in and just say I'm here to see Neil. Who is it? Tony. This guy has no fucking clue who I am. So, in fact, the woman that ushered me in was mother to, or is mother to a couple of England internationals. So they usher me in to see Neil. Hi Neil, I'm Tony. Really? Yeah, I'm here to help. We don't need any help. Really? You've not won in 15 games? Not scored in 8? You don't need any help? I'm here to help. And I just called his bluff. I said, well, what is it you do? Are you a sports psychologist? No, I'm a fucking school dropout, but I have a little bit of an affinity and a little bit of passion for your football club, and I can help. I said, I just need, give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes of your time and a whiteboard, and if it doesn't make absolute sense to you, I'll leave. So I do that. I get the whiteboard. He's there with one coach. He calls the other coach in. The other coach, I remember, I like Neil Warnock. I remember the other coach said something like he was eating his lunch. And Neil told him, if he wants to keep eating his lunch, he can eat it fucking elsewhere and leave. So this other guy came in, Kevin, who from that point on didn't like me. And I do 10 minutes on a whiteboard and blow them away completely. I said, how much do you charge? I said, $1,000 an hour. I went, what? Yeah, $1,000 an hour. So, well, the players don't get anything like that. I said, well, you know what? A player can only impact so much. I can impact your whole squad. Can't afford it, can't do it. I said, I'll tell you what, we get the results. Can you pay me at the end of the season after the results? Can you leverage it then? He said, yeah, absolutely. And that's what I did. Next game, tough one away. Not only did they score, they won. And then Neil started saying, 4 or 5 weeks in, you know what, I think we've got this now. Did that and they lost. I came back on and they won. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So, I have a little bit of an insight into mindset and psychology. I've dealt with it my whole life personally and also coached. Oh, marathon, there you go. I've also coached. So, watching the rugby, back on point, the England-France game. Sorry, the All Blacks, forget England, waste of space. The All Blacks France game. Here's a couple of things I noticed. One of the French players, and they were playing well, one of the French players, don't get hit by a car. Yeah, it's Brooklyn. Get the fuck out of here. One of the French players grabbed the ball as he's running. He starts glancing over his shoulder to make sure no one's going to come. And you know what happens? From a physiological point of view, when you glance over your shoulder, if your eyes go that way, it slows your whole body down. Got caught, didn't get the try. The All Black in that game, I just remember this one particular play, grabbed the ball, just went for it, just focused on the line. The guy from France was more worried about getting caught than the guy from New Zealand was thinking about scoring. So the All Blacks went through that. Then yesterday, great game yesterday, Australia, New Zealand. There was one particular point, well there's two, but the first one, do I like American football? No, I can't stand it. There's your honest answer. So, yesterday, there was one particular point where there was a fraction of a gap, way out, fraction of a gap, and the guy did a drop kick or a drop goal, whatever you guys call them, from Schmuckling. There you go. So, a drop goal, he had half a fraction of a second and took it. He took the opportunity. It didn't occur to him that he might miss. The mindset is such, when you keep winning, you expect to win. When you keep scoring, you expect to score. And then the last play of the game, I mean, it was, you know, I watched this with a bunch of, I won't use the term convicts, a bunch of Australians and a bunch of Kiwis. And I said, you know, with like, even like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes to the end, I said, if Australia get a try now, we've got a game. And as it happens, they were pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Just, how you doing, man? Good. You got the easy job? You should be running in this thing, man. Never mind watching it. You should. Where's your number? Come on. By the way, the whole world's watching you. Say hello from New York City. See how terrible these police are here, eh? See you later, man. Have a good one. So, Scotland are pushing and pushing and pushing. They just can't. Sorry, not Scotland. Australia. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Just, do I play rugby? Not since I was at school. I don't play any sports now, actually. But, you know, they're pushing and pushing and almost at the line and almost, and just can't quite get that last couple of yards, and they're pushing and pushing and pushing, and the pressure's on and the clock's running down and it's more and more and more pressure. Then all of a sudden there was a fumble or something. One of the All Blacks just grabbed the ball, head down, and just went for it. Didn't look over his shoulder, didn't do anything. Just sprinted past everyone. I'm not a sports psychologist. Don't claim to be. I've just done it. How you guys doing? Say hello to the world. You're live. So, yeah, New York. Welcome to it. Should rugby use helmets? No. So, got the ball, just ran for it, hit a try. At that point, it was all over. Australia couldn't have come back at that point. But it's mindset. It's looking at, what's my current job? I'm unemployable. I walk around making stupid fucking videos, basically. This is my job. I play on Facebook for income. So, my take on this is, same as life. If you're watching for what can go wrong, I've got news for you. If you're focusing on where you should be going, hang on, what have I done with this camera now? I don't even know. Double tap. I've done this whole thing back to front, haven't I? Or have I? What the fuck is going on here? Oh, there we go. I've not mastered this periscope thing yet. I'm working on it. So, I was focusing on the end result. Right now, I'm working on a personal best on my walk. I'm doing, I think it's about a 6 miler on no food, no sleep since, 2 days ago. Got overbooked last night in the Airbnb. No sleep. some magic white powder, which is probably not what you think. And I'm just, working on my own personal best here. But the situation is, I could have complained about how tired I am, I could have complained about anything, and I could have dragged my ass. Watching these guys yesterday's All Blacks, and we can look at that and say, well, they're better players. Why are they better players? Technically, are they so much better, or mentally do they have more belief? Because if I had to bet money on a side that's technically good, or belief, I would bet on belief every single time. Blue and red. It's fucking blue and red. Don't even know what that means. So, from Brooklyn, if you're looking this morning at what's not right in your life, at what could go wrong, if you want to do something in your life and you're scared to take that first step, first of all, you got to look in the mirror. And secondly, you got to look at your group of 5. The 5 people you spend the most time with. If they're the same ones that you spent the most time with last year, you have not grown at all. So guys, I'd do the hacker for you, but I don't know how to do it, but I do need to learn it. Guys, right now, look at what's ahead of you. Don't worry about what the fuck anyone says. Just go as far as you can. How do I stop this? From Brooklyn, peace out, guys.